YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about prepping your tumblers. What I do to prep my tumblers before I bling them. I get asked a lot what I use. Do I sand? Do I paint? What kind of paint? Do I spray paint? Do I seal? So this video is gonna tell you exactly what I do before I add the bling to my tumbler. So today we're going to start off with a 30 ounce. I have a 30 ounce straight shooter here. All the supplies that I list, all the supplies that I'm using, I will link them in the description below. So this is my 30 ounce straight shooter, stainless steel. I will be sanding with, I believe this is 180 grit. This is just to take that first layer off. So the paint and the glue could adhere to the tumbler. So this is a sanding block that I use. After I do that, I use rubbing alcohol to clean it. And then after I clean it and wipe it down, I paint it with acrylic paint. This one is Apple Barrel Jet Black, okay? Because I'm painting, this is gonna be an ombre, black and red, blinged ombre, but I'm gonna do the whole cup in black. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do the whole cup in black. Sorry, I was losing my train of thought. Anyway, so then after I paint it, I'm gonna coat it with this Mod Podge iridescent spray paint. I've only used this once. I'm using it again because I like the iridescent look and the light glittery effect that it gives on the paint. The reason I do that is so when I place my stones and you see through the gaps, you'll see like the little bit of shine on the black to like make it sparkle even more. So these are the materials that I'm gonna use. Oh, and I have just a paintbrush and a little palette thing for the paint. So yeah, that's what we're gonna use to start. So get ready. Before I go any further, I wear gloves. I wear gloves because I don't like getting fingerprints on my tumblers. But since I'm sanding, you'll see like once I start sanding this top layer, you're gonna get a lot of black on your fingertips. So let me get my trash can. It's right here. You don't need to see the trash can. So I'll do a time lapse on this. So I'm gonna stop right here. I got a little bit of the black dust on my arm, but I wanna show you. Here is a non-sanded part. You can still see the shine. Over here, it's shine, but you see the streaks and the dullness of it. I only wanna sand until I see this around the whole tumbler. I want it a little bit dull. Put that on my nose. I want it a little bit dull. You know, I don't want to be sitting here scrubbing forever, but I just want to get that top layer off. So that's the difference right there. Okay, now that I got it all off, there it is. I'm gonna go wash it, rinse it out, and then I'm gonna wipe it down with alcohol to make sure that I got all the debris off of it, all the black particles that are on there from sanding. rinsed it off. Get it nice and dry. Okay, I get a clean one. And I use whatever rubbing alcohol I can find in my local grocery store or my pharmacy store or drugstore. So this is just 70% alcohol. I know some people use 90%, but I use 70. So it just to each his own. This is what I do and not what everybody else does. And the whole purpose of rubbing it down with the alcohol is to get, see, you see some black on there still that the water didn't get and the other napkins didn't get, paper towels didn't get. So you use this to get that remaining debris off from the debris, whatever you want to call it, from sanding. See, look, it's still dark. So now I'm gonna use the other side. And then just keep wiping it down. And these are just shop paper towels. I like using these because they don't have any lint on them. It doesn't leave any lint behind. So that's why I really like using these shop towels. And I got them at Walmart. Actually, did I? I don't remember. So yeah, I got that off. And let it sit here for a second. Whoop, 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 whoop. Throw it in the trash. Put some new gloves on. Oh, I should have put my apron on. I don't want to get any paint on my shirt. I'm a messy painter. We'll see. Okay, let me move this out the way. You know what? I'm going to use the other side of this and wipe this down, my palette down for my paint. I'm just gonna put the black in the middle anyway. See? Got this at Michael's. Okay, put my sanding block away. Put that there. All right, so the paint I'm going to be using is jet black paint from Apple Barrel. Got this at Walmart too. And then I'm gonna use this big paintbrush because what I've learned is you have to make long strokes, less streaks. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm a bling tumbler maker. So after I paint it, I'm just gonna put rhinestones over it. So pretty much painting it just to cover the gaps, right? Like, not to cover the back gaps, but if you see through the stones, you see the gaps, you'll see black paint instead of the stainless steel. So, doesn't have to be a perfect paint job. It really doesn't. You don't have to put, I think this comes on rather thick, so I might not even have to put 2 layers. All right, here we go. And then how I like to paint them is I go to the edge, I start from the top and work my way down, and I do not paint the bottom of the tumbler. The reason I don't paint it because I suck at this and spray painting and all of that. And so when my customer gets it and they start laying it down and putting it down, not laying it down, but putting the tumbler down, and they can be rather rough, it'll probably start chipping the paint, and I don't use epoxy or anything like that. It'll start chipping the paint and scratching, and I don't want that. So I want it to be bare. So I'm going to go as far to the edge as I can from the bottom. I normally don't use this size of a paintbrush, but we'll see. And like I say, longer strokes, less streaks. And what I like about acrylic paints is that if I go too far like that, okay, Can you see that? Too far, I can clean it up with my finger. Believe it or not. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm not a professional painter, so this is just what I do. There's no right or wrong way, I don't think, when covering your tumbler to bling it. So yeah, pretty much, like I still see how it's a little wonky at the end. That's okay, I'm gonna clean it up because I don't put all my stones at the very end anyway. I just want to get a nice regular coat, and I think I put too much paint in here, so don't be wasteful. Don't waste so much paint. So yeah, this turned out good. Use a big paintbrush. You don't have that many streaks. Like I say, it doesn't have to be perfect. So yeah, let's clean it up. That was quick and easy. Let me get my, you know what? I'm gonna use this one again with the alcohol on it just to clean it off my fingers so when it's wet, I'm scraping it to make a line. You see how I know this is my first YouTube. I don't have the best camera, the best lighting. This is just my iPhone. Let me put that out there. I get a lot of requests, and when I'm gonna start a YouTube, how do I do it? So I'm just trying it out. So don't come at me, okay? And I try to keep it as real as possible because I don't know how to be any other way. And I cuss a lot. I'm not for everybody. And I'm okay with that. So I just clean it up on the edge. I'm gonna show you. I don't go all the way down the tumbler. I missed a spot to paint. And I'm just using my finger. Literally, like it's right here. I'm using my thumb to clean up the edges. Or as far as I know, I want the rhinestone to go. And I know the rhinestone's not gonna go all the way to the bottom of this tumbler. That's real life. That's my kid. I know I say don't have to be perfect, but at least want the clean edge. Please stop! I'm recording! Go to bed. That's real life. I'm not gonna edit this either. Oh shit. Oh shit. See, now I'm getting distracted. I know I started this video kind of dry, but I'm feeling more relaxed now to just ramble on and talk my way through it. All right, so look, I cleaned up the edge. Doesn't have to be perfect. You see that? Look, I went around with my thumb, cleaned it up because that's as far as I want the rhinestones to go. Same thing with the top. Look, the top's already drying too. Let me see, let me hold it up right. See, it's already drying. There's the top. I can clean it a little bit with my fingertip because the rhinestones, they kind of do go all the way to the top like that. Let me just clean it up, just a hair. Just a hair. I'm just cleaning the rim. Getting that paint off of the rim. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna let this dry and then we'll be back to put the sealing on. Okay, so now I'm going to seal it. with this Mod Podge gloss, the iridescent. So I suck at this, so we'll see how it works. All right, here we go. Starting from the top. Oh, let me make sure. Oh no, I got stuff over here that is falling. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna turn it with this. That. You can see the iridescent on there. And I'm just doing one coat. To stop there. I think that looks okay. Give you a close up. See, there's that iridescent. So I think that's gonna look good as you see the gaps between the stones. So yeah. Okay, so we're back. So I've let this sit and dry for a bit. I forgot to mention that I do tape the bottom of the cups just because I don't paint them. So I want to protect it from getting any sealant on there. So I do tape the bottom of my cups, okay, with just painter's tape. So this is what it looks like. You can see the iridescent. And then to recap, this is the sealant that I use. It's the Mod Podge Gloss iridescent acrylic. So this was my second time using this. I really like the way it looked. So I think this will be a good background for the fillers. And this is one of the sealants that I use. I also use the Mod Podge matte one. This is the one I use the most because it's just easier for me when I spray it. And then I don't know if you noticed, but on the spray can I had like a handle, and it's much easier for me to control it too. So this is another sealant that I use. This is the original sealant. Actually, it's not this one. Oh yeah, this one. This one's the original one that I use. This one's very light and empty. But none of this again is sponsored. This is just products that I use. This is the Rust-Oleum Matte Clear, the 2 times. So this was the one that I had started with until I found this Mod Podge matte one. So this is another sealant. This is a sealant. And last but not least, this is a UV clear resistance sealant. This one I'm going to use on my stickers. I follow other crafters and I see that they put something similar to this to put over their my stickers are waterproof that I use when I use them on my tumblers, but this is just to seal it for me because of my printer. The ink tends to run when I add the glue and the rhinestone, so this is going to prevent it from those colors from running. So this is one that I use for my it's a little bright, for my stickers. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. That's going to end this video, my first YouTube video. I hope to bring more content like this on how-to simple things that I've done. I haven't quite decided which one will be the next one, but just subscribe, comment if you have any questions regarding how else or what step you feel like I left out when I prep my tumblers. So thank you for watching and can't wait to do another one.